I don't know if it's because of our training, kind of growing up together in the same places, or if it's just a coincidence. But I feel like our musicianship just gels with one another. Our sounds really work together, and she's my favorite violinist. So yeah, it's a combo. It's like artistry and friendship, and that's what makes it so great to play together.
I tend to like to pick repertoire that's a little bit unusual, not so often played, and we will be playing the Handel Halvorsen Sarabande. And I think you'll recognize the name Handel Halvorsen because people often play the Passacaglia. And when you ask for a piece for violin and viola, it's probably usually going to be that Passacaglia.
World famous Passacaglia.
I'm sure you all recognize it by ear. And so we're actually going to be playing the Sarabande, which I think is also extraordinarily effective.
Yeah.
It's just as, if not even more virtuosic. It kind of has this more complicated path, so it's not a direct build-up, but it goes through very dark. There's a very dark viola variation, which I love, and Matt plays it really exquisitely.
We always love viola solos. So I will be playing some Paganini actually before Stella gets the chance to. And I'm going to be playing La Campanella, which literally translates to Little Bell. It's originally the third movement of his second violin concerto. I think it was arranged for violin and piano by Chrysler, and then famously made into a virtuoso viola piece by the legendary William Primrose, who's of course a huge idol of mine. I've been playing this piece for a long time, and what I love about it is, first of all, it's extremely charming, but it also kind of shows off what the viola really can do. We know it's mellow, we know it's soulful and singing, but we can do double stops, we can do harmonics, we can do ricochet, and it has just everything in it, and it's just a blast to play.
The Bartók Solo Sonata is one of my favorite pieces of all time. It's probably one of the hardest pieces in the violin repertoire. People really didn't play it for a long time, and now people are starting to play it a little bit, but it's really an extraordinary work, and it was commissioned by Menuhin, and Menuhin actually offered Bartók $500 and calls it the best work for solo violin since Bach. I find what helps me is knowing a little bit about the composer, their state of mind, where they were, and we are very lucky to have gotten these images from Carnegie Hall and the Columbia Library, as well as just down the street, because Bartók lived in New York for a long time, and Menuhin gave the premiere of this piece in Carnegie Hall. There's a bust of Bartók right near Carnegie Hall, and so seeing those images and the cars at the time, and Carnegie Hall at the time, and Bartók's apartment in New York at the time really helped inspire me, because as complicated and incredibly constructed this work is theoretically, it's an emotional journey. And while that's hard to get at first, I think having all these things really helps it hold together in my mind, and hopefully the audience's mind as well.
I'll be performing the fourth movement of Hindermith's Opus 25, number 1, solo viola sonata. I know that's a mouthful, but this piece is kind of ridiculously famous in the viola repertoire because he literally writes, "Go wild, beauty of tone is secondary." And the metronome marking he gives for this crazy movement is 640 to the quarter note. I don't know about you, but my metronome doesn't go that high. So you kind of have to deduce how fast he wants it to be by kind of doing some math problems. Basically as fast as you can play. And it's only a minute and a half, but I actually came to this work later. A lot of people learn it kind of growing up through high school or college, but I'm new to this piece, and I was really excited to have the chance to present it. The Clarice Assad Metamorphose, the second movement, is what I'll be playing, which is called Dance of the Butterflies, is a piece for viola and piano. I'll be playing with Andrew Armstrong. And it's actually a piece very close to my heart because I commissioned it about 2 or 3 years ago, kind of for the memory of my mother who passed away before that. At the end, there's a beautiful kind of, she composes a drifting off, fluttering away kind of thing where the butterfly just kind of flies away. And I just love that as musical imagery and as visual imagery because, after you celebrate a loved one's life, then they fly away.
I've chosen to play my favorite Paganini Caprice, Caprice number 4. And you know, when people think of Paganini, it's always about brilliance and virtuosity and perfect technique and all of that. And while that's all amazing and great, I think what's special about the 4th Caprice is that it is really extraordinarily operatic and beautiful, and I think it holds together as a story perfectly. And it's so hard that I wouldn't want to learn it otherwise, except that it's extraordinarily beautiful. And it has all these thirds and tenths and octaves, and it's just a double stop nightmare. But for some reason, I love it, and that's why I wanted to play it today.
we've played the Mozart Sinfonia Concertante a lot, and Mozart is so operatic, right? And so Stella plays the role of the soprano, and often I play the role of the alto as a violist. And so we were kind of thinking about playing on that idea. And then the flower duet from Lakme by Delibes came to our mind, and it works great on violin and viola. We just experimented a little bit. Andy was on board. I mean, of course, there are no words, but we tried to communicate the essence of the aria and of the duo together. And we're excited to present that too.
I think COVID has actually changed my view of performance and the role of an audience. I just feel so grateful now to be on stage. And for me, it's always 100% about the music and what I want to say through the music. But now I'm also embracing the audience, and it's definitely a two-way street. That the audience is, feeding off your energy, and you're feeding off the audience's energy. And so it's definitely a unique state of mind that I don't experience anytime else.
I totally agree. Every phrase seems to mean so much these days after basically a year or more of not being able to do what we love so much. We hang on to every note like our life depends on it, because in a way it does. I mean, music is what we chose to do with our lives. But yeah, there's like this state of flow that you get into with a performance where it's almost like time stops and goes by so quickly at the same time. And at least for me, you can speak to it too, but I'm so focused on what I'm trying to express, what the music is calling for. At least when it goes well. Sometimes I'm worried about messing up, and then I mess up more. But when I'm in that state of flow, it's really, it just feels like so expressive, and the audience plays such a valuable role in that.
Yeah. But also I think I became more comfortable with bearing my soul and sort of letting go of all these things that usually plague us, because we're always trying to be perfect or trying to give the interpretation of something. And I think we do enough of that on our own in the practice room, and when we have an audience, we just bare our souls and be vulnerable, as Matt said, and that's that.
Well, you've got a great soul, so
Aww.
bear it, girl.